There's been a lot lately about gun control, and it seems like uh, because of the incident in Connecticut, people are using this now to further their own personal agenda or their group's agenda, like blaming Christian nutters, or I think Mike Huckabee blamed the fact that God is taken out of the school. So people are using this, plus it's being politicized. We got to get guns, get these guns off the street and stuff like that. I think it's all bullshit and it's all a big waste of time. And let me explain to you why. Okay? And this is just a straightforward truth. And I really don't care who likes it. And there's going to be something I'm going to say that you might consider a little shocking, but just really use your head. I'm trying to illustrate a point. There's a certain amount of people in this society. Let's just say, to make it easy, 1%. Okay, 1% of our society has the capability, the drive, maybe even the determination to carry out horrible acts. Okay? Murder, mayhem, rape, chaos. Just the evil among us. People that plot and plan to do these horrible things. Okay? So let's just make believe now. We can agree on that. And again, 1% is just a figure. It could be 0.3, 3% or whatever. But the 1% is just an example. Okay, let's just make believe now that, okay, take away all assault weapons. Nobody's allowed to have them no more. Whatever. Trade them in, get some other guns. Instead of just taking them from people, maybe they'll have some kind of trade-in system where you give your assault rifle in and we'll give you vouchers for other weapons. But you can't have these assault weapons. They're too dangerous. Isn't that bullshit? Okay, now we live in a world in a country, no assault weapons. You think this 1% isn't going to stop killing? Oh, because now suddenly there's no assault weapons? No. Okay? When an armed gunman gets into a classroom, okay, he could have a pistol, a revolver, okay? And it's like shooting fish in a barrel, okay? Even an untrained moron can kill people with a pistol at such close range, okay? Now, he had 2 pistols. He didn't even need the assault rifle. He was just opening fire, this kid. Just think how easily you can kill with the pistols. Right or wrong. It's the same exact thing. It's a terrible thing to say, to even think about. But it's a bullshit argument. See, this is just people using this issue on all sides just to bolster, their agendas, their sides, view of what's wrong with this world. Okay? And the fact of the matter is, what's wrong with this world is there's a certain percentage of nutters that no matter what we try to do, you can have security at the airport. No planes will ever get taken over again, right? We have sky marshals. Okay, terrorists can still blow up a bus, still blow up a train, still blow up a supermarket, right? You can make schools like Fort Knox, right? What happens when the kids go outside for recess? Couldn't some nut job going by just start shooting with a pistol while they're in the schoolyard, the playground, walking on the street, the supermarket? So people are looking for some kind of quick fix. And I understand you have to do something. You have to do something. You want to stop this madness, But it seems like it's too simple an argument. It's like, take away these guns. Okay, then what happens when a guy, this happens a bunch of times with just pistols, or a guy with a knife starts slashing throats. Are you going to take away knives, take away pistols? Doubt it. So this is just a bullshit argument. It runs deep, the psychological reasons behind these kind of attacks. Why is it schools too? You notice that? More often than not, you hear these type of things happening at a school. Is it just the fact that there's a lot of people in a confined area that are pretty much defenseless? But you could find that anywhere. But I guess then again, yeah, maybe less resistance in a school. If you're out in the supermarket, there could be an off-duty cop there or something, or out anywhere else. But we have to look into all these reasons and try to figure out, ways to stop it. And the easiest thing to do, like they're saying right away, it's like they're looking to create jobs. Like, let's put security, an armed cop in every school. That's not going to do dick either. It'll definitely help. But in all honesty, if you're going to assault a school and you plan on doing one of these attacks, then obviously when you're planning this shit on paper, the guard or the cop is the first one to get a bullet in the head, right? Then you go about your business. Okay? They got to put simple things into place, like this. Okay, what's the easiest thing to do? If you notice, most schools, well, where I am, the public schools, the Catholic schools, around here anyway, I can't speak for the rest of the country, but they're pretty impressive buildings. You know, they're like they're high quality made. They look anyway, brick and mortar and stuff. They look like solid buildings. Make it like a fucking fortress. Put like steel fucking doors that lock. Okay, armed guards inside even. Okay, a couple of them. Okay, now every single classroom, steel doors with like a bulletproof panel where you can see through. And the doors remain locked during class. Okay. Now, right away, somebody's just saying, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't make it like a prison." What the fuck you want then? Okay, I'm trying to offer you fucking ideas and just pay attention. Like I said, fucking right away, I could already see some of the stupid comments. People's minds like having to argue with me. Just fucking listen. Okay? Now, if some kook manages to get through the first line of defense and get into the fucking building, believe me, cops will get there. There's no way they're going to get through that fucking second door to get into the classroom. You're all safe. Okay? Now, in between classes, when I was in grammar school, you had a homeroom, and you stayed in your homeroom all day long, and the teachers went from class to class. Now, I don't know if that's feasible in every high school or every grammar school to do it like that, but I also went to another school where, and when the class ended, you had like 4 minutes or whatever to get to the next class. See, that's a lot of confusion. People walking in the hallways. It's like a big mess. I like the idea of the teachers go from class to class. You know, the kids stay in a homeroom. You know, so you might not like that idea. It might be inconvenient, and you like moving about and, doing what you want. But if we're really going to take this, seriously, how do we protect the children in the school? Okay? And still, this isn't a fix for anything. If somebody's going to kill, they're going to kill. But they'll just kill somewhere else. Okay? They won't go to the school now because, okay, now the schools are fortresses. How are we going to get in there? We can't. Now we'll go kill somewhere else. These nut jobs are going to find a way to cause chaos. That's all I'm saying. So, it's so easy just to come out and say, ban the assault weapons, but it's never the fucking problem. It's never the fucking problem. You can, and I understand people can say, yeah, but you have to get rid of them. Nobody should have these powers. Fine. But how many people, kill with other means, other types of weapons? And we don't take, cars, for example. How many people die in car fucking wrecks? Should we take away cars? No. The idea is you have to target and identify these fucking troubled people somehow, some way. In the case of drunk drivers, that seems to be easy to identify these assholes because how many driving while intoxicated do they get? They got arrested 3 fucking times for driving while intoxicated, and then they fucking killed somebody. And now they're going to jail. But wasn't it obvious this motherfucker is a fucking problem? How many times you got to arrest somebody for the same fucking thing? Okay? If you're you're a kid, and you're talking like a fucking nut job. I mean, in all honesty, that's grounds to check this fucking person's house. This kid's talking like a fucking nut job. Let's investigate his fucking computer. See if he's plotting and fucking planning. But how many parents are willing to rat out their own kids? It's like I say, it's a big dynamic issue. There's no easy fix. There's no band-aid like just take away the assault weapons. That's not the fucking answer.